Hey, what's going on, guys? It's your boy Joey Shake72. We got a live stream tonight. I felt like we haven't talked in a while. It's been a little different. I felt like we haven't really spoke to one another since last week over that embarrassing tie that we had with the Bengals. So I just want to go ahead and just go through like what's going on with the injuries first and just kind of know what we're going here. We all know that a lot of these Eagles players, the only active receivers we do have this week are Greg Ward, John Hightower. Thank God he came back. He had an illness. Travis Fulgham, Deontay Burnett. Those guys will be playing as well. Now you have Adrian Killens coming in to the active roster as well. Don't know where he's going to be. Obviously, I think special teams, but I don't know if he's going to be in the backfield. Don't really know right now. But very proud of what's to come. And you know what? I think when you really look at it, every game is a must-win game, but this game right here, I think it's going to really come down to really the play calling and just us looking like a normal football team right now. But Carson Wentz has been through this like he did last year. We were down to no receivers. I think John Hightower has just had missed opportunities from Wentz. I think he's been held a couple times. He had some PI calls last week. Thought he would have had some good yardage. But John Hightower really hasn't got that chance. I know he can get open, but is the ball going to go to him? That's the issue. Deontay Burnett, love the guy. I think they could win with this. I think they can actually win with this receiving core. So, offensive line-wise, this is where the bright spot of the Philadelphia Eagles is. I really do think since we're losing every week, they might as well throw guys in and guys that have injuries. Jason Peters has a toe injury on IR. He's got to go. Bye-bye. Okay, you have Jordan Mailata, 6'8", 350 pounds, going to go to left tackle this week. Obviously, Nate Herbig has actually been pretty damn satisfying. Nate Herbig actually has worked out pretty damn well. He only allowed, I think, 2 pressures. He was the 8th best guard against the Bengals. The 8th best guard. And he just switched from right tackle to left tackle in 1 week. And he actually played really well. So, I don't know what's going on, but you know what? I think some of these guys are definitely gems. I think we found some good gems in Jack Driscoll and Nate Herbig. I think we found some good guys. Obviously, Matt Pryor's going to start at right guard. Didn't play bad last week, but that penalty on field goal, he kind of beat himself over the head with himself. So, I actually like Nate Herbig and what he's doing. I have to say, he can play, and that's really good, guys. He played right guard very well, and then he switched to left guard in 1 week and actually played that position really well. So I was really happy with it. But do I think this is a winnable game this week? No, I don't. I think the one thing that I'm worried about for this game this week is George Kittle going up on our linebackers, and it's not going to be good. It's not. It's a really bad matchup. Nathan Gary, this whole linebacker core. There's no coverage linebackers. But the issue that I'm having with these linebackers is that they have not put in Sean Bradley, Davion Taylor have not played at all, which I'm kind of like, why? Why aren't they playing? I'm not saying that this is a perfect roster because it's not. But they got to start putting some different linebackers in because if Nathan Gary is literally screwing up every week and they're not even benching him yet, it's just a mess. We can't cover the middle of the field. Nathan Gary is the veteran between all those guys. So that's just a big issue I do have with some of these players and these matchups. Deebo Samuel is coming back. You know what I mean? Obviously, a few other guys aren't playing, but it doesn't matter. I mean, Mullen is playing at quarterback, so we're not going to see some of these guys play. But they did pretty good. I know it's the Giants last week. They faced the Giants, but they still played well. Regardless. We don't have a veteran linebacker right now, but it's been kind of crazy. Garoppolo is not playing. Nick Mullins is coming in. Yeah. So it's going to be a tough matchup, guys. It ain't going to be Crazy. So, Sonic, what's going on? Isaiah, what's up, man? Thank you, bro. Tyler Stickman. Corey, what's up, bro? Big Play Slay, how you doing? Kuma Highlights says, no, we're going to lose. Could happen. Deshaun Dupree, Shake Squad up, bro. Nathan Rizzo, Shake Squad, what's up, bro? Oh, that's me. Eagle Slayer, what's going on? I am ready for disappointment. You know, and it's a very... The Eagles could lose this and embarrass themselves on national television, so could happen. Corey, Nathan, what's the dots for be happy? You have a fan base ready to be miserable together. Yeah, it is what it is, man. Corey says Howie has to be fired. I definitely agree. And Doug, only if he gives up his play calling, I'll be good with that. Trader sign. Nathan says Jace Pierce has to be released. I think he should too. There's no point of him keeping him on the roster. They're going to keep him on the roster. I don't know if is he on short-term IR? I'm not really sure. I'm not really sure right now. Some wide receivers for Carson. We don't need receivers for Carson Wentz. Yo, Joe, what's going on, bro? Chris Peretti says no way. Brian Cruz, Philadelphia Eagles. What's up, bro? Brian Cruz, we are Eagles family. Together we go through it all, man. Joseph, Joey Shakes in the house. What's up, bro? Nate says we bleed green even sometimes, though we hate it. That's definitely true. Daniel, he says Rosewood needs to get the hell out of here. That is true, man. Philly Talk Podcast in the building, man. Thank you for coming in, bro. Much appreciated. If you guys haven't subscribed to Philly Talk Podcast, please hit that subscribe button. Putting up some really good content with his breakdowns. I think he just did a live stream, I think, the other day. I think, obviously, some Sixers news came out with Doc Rivers signing with the 76ers. So that was big news. Obviously, I don't cover the Sixers, unfortunately, but I've been following. John, what up, bro? Maverick, we're going to get our doors blown off prime time. It's a disaster. It could happen. It's a big chance it could happen. I don't disagree. Joe says, Joey Shakes, what's up with that new Titan / receiver? How much will he play? I think, I don't know how he's going to play. I mean, Doug is, I don't really care what Doug thinks, but Hakeem Butler, I think that's his name. Turned from wide receiver in college to tight end in the NFL. So we're going to see how he does. Nathan, what's good, Philly Mike? Nice to see you. Arrow, YouTube for the Eagles. This is fly or die. Pretty much, man. Fly or die is the key word. Messiah Armstrong, what's going on? Daniel says, Joey, greets from Germany. I have a feeling we might win this one. You know, I hope we do. Maverick says, embarrassing. Wait until tomorrow. Johnny Dupree, Carson about to light it up with these young receivers. I really hope so. He screws up this game. I don't know what to think anymore. Corey writes says, even though we suck, I'm still riding with the Eagles. Definitely. Sonic, what's up? Maverick, DeShante, you tripping? Daniel says, true. DeShante Dupree, a mobile left tackle. 2, hopefully Jordan plays good, man. Let's see here. Let's see. Eagle Slayers last week was a must-win. It was last week was a must-win. That's definite. Nathan says if we get the offense going, I just don't know who's going to cover Kittle. I don't know either. I really don't. And I have no trust in these linebackers. I think they should put Sean Bradley and Davion Taylor in this game. I mean, I think Sean Bradley is the best coverage linebacker on this team from what he's done in college to what he's done now. I think he could be that guy. Sonic, Trevor Williams is going to have an awesome game. I expect good things. I thought Trevor Williams played horrible last game. I don't think his coverage is that good. Like, he's got to get physical at the line. If Trevor Williams doesn't get his hands on that receiver at the line, I think he gets beat pretty easily. Maverick says, Joey, what are you smoking? Nate says he's hurt. Nate says Herbig played well. Maverick says Joey reaching. Eagles Slayer 95, but it's over now. I hate to break it to you. We'll see, bad. We'll see. Curtis Olander, Carson Wentz ends up winning it. Nah, I don't think so, bro. Nathan, I want what you're smoking. Sonic, how are you feeling about Jason Pierce not playing today? Because in my opinion, he's always injury prone. No, I just release him. I mean, I don't want him here unless it's a short-term IR to where he comes back. Don't even let him come back. Honestly, I wouldn't even let him come back at this point because at this point, like, He's just been hurt constantly. It's just, there's always something every single year. Now his toe is hurt. Give these other guys chances, like Jordan Mailata and these other guys. I want to see Jordan Mailata. Like this is it for Jordan Mailata. Like this is his chance. He came in last game. He actually didn't play bad, but we're gonna have to see. Jason Peters played bad last game. He didn't have a good game last game. He was getting beat like crazy. Let's see. Max, I'm worried about Waterboy, this team. Trade Hurts, trust Carson fully. I don't trust Carson Wentz right now. And I don't know how Eagles fans could say they trust Carson right now. I really don't. I think he's trying to make too much of every play that he does, get into the lineup. And I don't know at this point. I don't. Like, I'm done. If Carson has 2 picks this game and he plays as bad as he had every single game, I'm done with Carson this year. I'm done. Like, I don't trust Carson after. I really don't trust him now. But I'm going to support him this game. But if he screws up and gets 2 picks, if he gets 8 picks for, in 4 games, it's not going to be good. The Waterboy IR. Nathan says spoken something for sure. Mayor Slade says, Joey, we have better wide receiver core than we started the year besides the loss of Jalen. Yeah, well, we didn't lose Jalen for the year. He'll be back in a couple weeks, so I'm not worried about it. And we can win without Rager. It doesn't even matter. We can win without Rager. We can win without Deshaun Jackson. I don't know. We've done this before, guys. I think we have a wide receiver core. If these guys put in the work together as a unit, I think we could do something. But we can at least put some wins on the board. But unfortunately, it's just not happening right now. Brian said, I love Deshaun so much, but he needs to go. I know. And, Doug's not using him as a number 1 receiver. Deshaun they're being cautious with Deshaun. If you're just going to be cautious with Deshaun, you're paying, it's not like he's on a 1-year deal worth $1 million, like paying a little over $1 million. Like, he's got a nice chunk of change for the next 2 years. So it's really annoying at this point what's going on. It's really annoying. So we have a super chat from Jay Kills. What's going on, man? Thank you for the super chat, bro. He says, with Carson legit worst QB in the league, what would it hurt to put Jalen in? Peace, bro. No, it wouldn't, because if Carson plays that bad, I would give him until the half. I would give him until halftime, till the half of this game to see what he does. If Carson throws 2 picks in this game, or he's so inaccurate to the point where, you're not supposed to bench your starting quarterback because that creates a controversy, but I have a feeling that's going to happen, guys. Like, there's going to be a controversy. Jalen Hurts is going to get playing time. Okay, there's no doubt in my mind Jalen Hurts will get playing time. It's going to happen, okay? It's definitely going to happen. There's no running away from it. It's going to happen because Carson cannot make the simple throws. Carson has missed so many open wide receivers. Well, when I give him credit, are times where he runs with the football and tries to get as many yards as possible by himself by scrambling, but that's not enough, guys. It's not enough. I think Hurts is going to have to play sooner or later, and it's sooner. You take an example from this when Mike McCarthy was fired from the Green Bay Packers. He embarrassed himself prime time against the Arizona Cardinals, and Arizona did not have a good roster. Okay? And moves are going to have, I'm not saying Doug's going to get fired, but something is going to happen. Something has got to happen. But hey, Jay, that's a good question, bro. I'm just tired of it. I'm just tired of it. I got to find my spot now. Sorry, guys. Hold on. All right, here we go. RX5704 GBGOTYAMD. What's up, man? He says, imagine wasting second-round pick on Jalen to trade him. That will never happen. No, that guy is staying on this team. Corey to sign all linebackers for free agency. Yeah, well, that's something to worry about next year. Curtis Olander says, this team has screwed up Carson. It's Howie Roseman's fault. No, I think it's everybody's fault. I think it's Howie Roseman putting the roster together and being too big on his ego. Doug Pearson's play calling. Doug Pearson's predicted play calling, and Carson Wentz, there are quarterbacks out there right now that they're quarterback. Look like the Jet fans on Thursday night against the Broncos, like they were like, we're the worst team. We play the worst out of every team in the NFL. I'm like, I saw that game, and I was like, no way. I said, no way. I said, Sam Darnold was made. I see every quarterback. Look, you had a second-string quarterback on the Broncos making really good passes Thursday night. This is, like, embarrassing. Carson is dead last at everything. It's unexcusable. It's a joke. It's a joke. They lose this game, a move is going to have to get made. I am all for benching Carson after this game because we can't give him any more chances than this. I'm not saying he can't come back and play, but they have to do something. If he screws up this bad prime time, something's going to have to get done. And it's on the player more than the coach. I mean, it's on the coach at the end of the day, but if the player's not even producing this much, if Carson can't even throw a simple pass or a simple screen pass or just a simple pass, period. He can't even throw 10 yards accurately. He threw to Zach Ertz middle of the field. He had to one-hand catch it. I mean, it's a joke. You know, it's a joke. There's nothing else for really me to say about it. I'm looking for my water, but I don't know where it went or where it is. There's not really much else to say about it. It's a total joke. Venom says they need to put Davion Taylor in. I know, bro. Trust me, Nate. I hate Nigel Brown so much for what he said, but I'll take him. Well, guess what? Nigel Brown is working out for the Denver Broncos that just got their first win this past Thursday night. So that's definitely not happening. Mavericks and Eagles cheerleaders at receivers. Gangry David, nice green screen. Thanks, bro. Well, it's not even up, really. I'm still figuring it. My setup is not done yet. This green screen is supposed to be horizontal and it's vertical. So appreciate it, bro. Mohammed Abuli says we can win if we put Sean Bradley. I want to put Sean Bradley in. Trust me. Big D says, what's good? No long. Oh, what's going on, man? How you doing, bro? Hope you're having a good night tonight, dude. Venom's Hookside says, yeah, him too. Muhammad Abu says Nick Gary is allowing 14 points. It's bad. It's bad, bro. Ganger David, I find it very weird. Carson Wentz has lower QBR than... Dude, this is what I don't get. I saw a lot of Jet fans live streaming Thursday night, and they're like, we're the worst team. Like, you guys are not the worst team. You guys could actually throw the ball, get the ball downfield. At least you have Jamison Crowder is doing a good job with the Jets. You know what I mean? Like, no, that's definitely not. Yeah, not the worst team. So... Kerr says, I can't believe you guys don't believe in our quarterback. It's a shame. How can you believe in a quarterback that's played this bad the past few weeks? Like, tell me this. Like, how can you believe in Carson Wentz? He's been he's been doing the same thing the past 3 games, whatever. It's a joke. He can't make his simple throws. He can't. He's not poised in the pocket. His awareness is horrible. He just looks like he's doing way too much or trying to do way too much. Going to his 5th year. His 5th year. And all we could say is he has to have another game. Oh, just one more game. How many more games is he going to have, or how many more games are we going to try? Mercy, bro, I hate how we treating the linebacker picks, talking about they still learning, like, just start them. Let them get some snaps. We never could know. That's what I'm saying, Mayor Slate. Like, give these linebackers a chance. Just give them a chance. Baxter Wagner says we need to win, man. And if Wentz doesn't do good, put in Hurts. I probably agree with it. ROYT says we should trade for Levante David. Levante David's a beast. I would love him. Matt, what's up, bro? Antonio Ortega said, hey, last year we went into Green Bay and won. There's a chance they could do that this weekend. Yeah, but you know what? There's a lot more issues than we had during that time when we were going into Green Bay. There's a lot more issues. I'm not even going on the defense right now. The defense, at least, are making stops. You know what I mean? The defense is making stops. Are we perfect on defense? No. Guys are still trying to get healthy. Derek Barnett, Javon Hargrave. You know, I think Darius Slay is the bright spot to this. I think Darius Slay's only gave up, 30-something yards? Something like that in 4 games. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. Like, the one problem we had to fix last year is now fixed, and now the whole team is a mess. I mean, that's pretty much what it is. There's 90 people in the chat. I thank everybody for being here tonight. If you guys haven't subscribed to the channel, please subscribe. Eagles news, Eagles everything. Okay, collabs, everything. We're going to have a live stream tomorrow night after the game, so get ready for that. I don't know who I'm going to have with me after the game, but we'll see. If you guys haven't hit that like button either, hit that like button. It really does help push the content out there. You guys have been a huge support and been fantastic, so I appreciate everybody being here tonight, going over this matchup between the 49ers and the Eagles. Prime time, Sunday night, which we don't deserve, but it is what it is. Deshaun says, every time I see Howie's name, it makes me cringe. That's so bad. I agree. Nate says there's no way better of learning than hands-on learning and sitting our linebackers that we drafted make zero sense. Yeah, it's like we got rid of Nigel Bradham. We were figuring out what we were doing, and I figured, hey, we're going to upgrade the linebacker position, and there's a lot of young guys there. I don't think the right guys are in. And Jim Schwartz can only do so much right now. You know what I mean? Like, Jim Schwartz can only do so much that he could do right now, and it's a shame. Brian says, hey. Curtis says, y'all can't give up on our quarterback. I don't know, man. How many games are you going to give it, Curtis? How many games? Because Muhammad Abdullah says, if we put Joey a head coach, we would be unstoppable. No, I'm not certified. Yo, Nick, what's going on, bro? Muhammad Abdullah said, I have a good feeling about this game. I hope so. Nate said, I feel like the Eagles are when you're sitting in your house and a random bird flies into your window and dies. Muhammad says, put Sean Bradley. That's what I'm saying. Maximum says, Slay has been playing really well. He has. CNL Gaming says, Eagles suck. Thank you. 2020 Vision says, what up? Eagles body bags, Joey Shakes, Rio, bro, can I get a wrench? I give out wrenches to people that don't block people. I'm very selective on people that have wrenches, bro. It's nothing against anybody, but I've had people blocked on here. Yo, Jonas, what's up, bro? Hey, brother, what's up? How's your night going? It's going all right. Just going over the matchup, man. We've got a big game tomorrow. Nathan says, we've signed Peters to play guard. He demands more money for tackle. We give it to him. He plays terrible for 3 weeks, checks himself out of the game because he was tired, and now on IR, released. It's a joke. Eagle Slayer, I feel bad for Slay. I do, too. If Mr. 2K, I'm a diehard Eagles fan, but, man, I don't know if we're winning. Look, you could be a diehard fan, but we might not win this game. It could happen. Daniel Marsh says Sanders and Slayer are only bright spots. I think there's some more. I think there's more bright spots to that. Mohammed says, get rid of JJ, Nathan Gary. They're the worst players. JJ, I'm done with. I'm done. I'm done. I'm done with JJ Arcega-Whiteside. I'm done because you know what? He can't do a damn thing. He could be on the field 20-something times, can't get open, or it's Carson not throwing in the ball. I have no idea. But he's just it's all a mess. And the first thing that has to get fixed is his quarterback position before anything could happen. These receivers are running routes. And that's it. If the ball's not coming their way, or if the ball is inaccurately thrown, it's not their fault. It is what it is, depending if they're on a comeback route or, the chemistry. And the chemistry isn't there between Carson and these receivers either. So, Jordan Kuhn says, what's up, Joey? I hope you have a good day, man. We need to win. We need to win badly, bro. Badly. Gianna says, do you have any faith that Eagles have a positive showing like they did in tough matchups? They were doubted in last year, Patriots, Seahawks. I don't know, man. It's really hard for me to say that they're going to do anything this game. It really is. Kevin, what's up, bro? Joseph Vega says, I think Adrian Killins will be a big key of this game. If they have him and Sanders and use Killins, the receiver, sometimes it's Hightower's chance to shine. Wentz better have the game of his life. Look, they can have as many people out there as possible. If Carson Wentz can't throw the ball, if Carson Wentz can't do anything, we might have to rely on Miles Sanders in this game to run it down their throats if that's the case. And, hey, if Adrian Killins gets his chance, I like when they put guys on the active roster, but will he actually get targets if he plays as a receiver? I don't know what they're doing with Adrian Killins. I honestly don't know what they're doing with him. They're definitely putting him in this offense, I would have to say, but we don't know at this point. I'm not sure. Craze Philly, the Craze. What's up, man? I don't care how ugly it is. I just want the dub, and glad Burnett active roster. Deontay Burnett's been a really good bright spot to this team. I know we haven't seen much of him on the field, but he's got some good speed, and I just think he needs his chances. That's the issue. None of these receivers are getting their fucking chances. That's where it's pissing me off, like ridiculous. Hold on, I just lost my spot again. Okay. Jersey boy, what's up, man? What's up, Shakes? Even with our injuries, can we still win tomorrow? It's going to be tough, but we got to find a way to put out a W. Looking forward to seeing the young guys see what we got. And I think that's the bright spot, throwing young guys in the fire, because you know what? This might be a blessing in disguise to see what Nate Herbig did, to see what Jack Driscoll did, to see what Jordan Mailata could do at 6'8", 350 pounds. You get a guy to play football at that size, you got a really good left tackle on your hands for the future, okay? or to go in competition with Andre Dillard next year to see what this guy could do. I think Jordan Mailata, I think Jordan Mailata actually played better than Andre Dillard because I think Andre Dillard is just way too soft. I just don't trust his body. I don't trust his mindset. I really don't know at this point, but that's good, Jersey boy. That was good though. Brian Cruz says, "Why do we have Deshaun Jackson on the roster?" I don't know. To be nothing but a cautious wide receiver to use, and the Eagles don't want to use him as the number one and be cautious with him. Infamous says, "I think they're using Killins for the screen game." They could. Song 2, if you could cut any wide receiver, who would you cut? Here's my person that I would cut, Deshaun Jackson. If we're not using Deshaun Jackson the right way, you could be right, bro. You could be right. Joseph said Trevor Williams played good last game, Joey, but he is on out with rib injury. Oh, God. He's hurt again. I didn't even know he was hurt. This guy gets hurt every year of his career. Dave, Eagles Champ 34. If we run the ball, have 100 yards on the ground, we can beat the 49ers. I hope we can. I hope we take advantage of Solomon Thomas not being on that defensive line. Take advantage of some of these matchups. Eagles says there have been controversy since the draft, my guy. Yeah, I guess with the pick. 2020 Vision says Carson Wentz accuracy, according to PFF, is less than 46% of throws under 10 yards. Some Eagles fans are in denial. Yeah, well, I don't know why Carson's throws a bit. That stat I believe because it's definitely. I don't think his passing percentage was over 50%. You know, I mean, I don't think it was even over 50% as of right now. Joseph Vega says Jalen Hurts needs to stay on the bench. We pay Carson too much money. Also, Peter said he was winded, very tired. Why you got beat a lot? It was too hot. Oh, that's what he said? Dude, I don't even want to read this. Big D says Lurie has to fire Roseman and Doug. Definitely. Ouija Shadow Santa says J-Jaw has been the bust. DK Metcalf is balling out. However, if the Eagles chose DK Metcalf, the Seahawks chose J-Jaw instead, would the opposite be the case? I honestly don't know because you know what? If DK Metcalf was with the Eagles, they probably wouldn't know how to use him. And that's the issue I'm having. You can have the best players on this offense right now, but if you do not know how to game plan and you don't know how to use these guys like having Marty and having Rich Sangrell as your offensive assistants, I don't know how the hell they're going to do anything. Yo, Dejuan Shepard, what's up, bro? Dean says, I think people are bugging to say Wentz hasn't played bad, and you are also bugging if you're saying put Hurts in when it's only 4 games and the guys are overreacting. If it gets to week 8, you're gonna wait until week 8. Week 8 is just too far, bro. That's way too far. Like it's not even like Carson is having up and down games. He's having every game has been very bad. The only bright spot of the Bengals game, he was actually scrambling a little bit. Other than that, and he dived in for a touchdown in his own. Other than that, that was it. But 8 games? That's crazy. That's just crazy. The guy's not even throwing 50% of his pass. The guy is not even accurate. The guy is just his smirks, his smiles when he makes a mistake. I just can't deal with it anymore. The guy hasn't been the same since the injury, period. And nobody wants to. Like I'm one of the most realist Eagles fans out here. Most realist. I don't give a crap who you compare me to. I tell it like it is. I don't care if nobody likes it or not. It doesn't matter to me, period. It doesn't. And people don't like that. People don't like it. I don't care. I don't, because I'm seeing what my own 2 eyes have been seeing the past few years. Nathan says, I hate how the fan base created a narrative that we don't need Zach Ertz and we should have faith in Carson. Carson has shown me absolutely nothing. And that's true, man. That's true. Zach Ertz, I want Zach Ertz traded. I don't want him on this team anymore. It's just, don't need him. Need some new blood on this team. They need draft picks. And before we get draft picks, we need to get rid of Howie Roseman. We need someone to come in here or keep Howie Roseman with the cap and bring someone in to do talent. At least bring someone in that evaluates talent. I'm saying Doug can stay here as long as he gives up play calling. Howie can stay here as long as he just deals with the cap. And has to get permission to do trades, obviously, and do it like that. But as of right now, there's no faith in this quarterback position right now. There's no faith in having Zach Ertz on this roster because it's just like you might as well get some picks while you're at it. Look at Fletcher Cox right now. Look at Fletcher Cox. His first game, he had a tackle. And then this Bengals game, he had a sack at the end of the game? $22 million a year? I mean, it's ridiculous. Like, what is Fletcher Cox doing this year? He's gotten positively better against the run, but his pass rush is horrible. He's not Aaron Donald. Period. He's not. Okay. Aaron Donald and Fletcher Cox they're total opposites. Total opposite defensive tackles. Gangry says, Joey, we are the worst team in the league. We played a Broncos team with a ton of injuries, and we still lost. Bro, we played the Bengals, one of the worst teams, and we tied. I think that's worse. At least you guys put up a fight at the end of the game. At least you guys got the scores were pretty close. I mean, it wasn't that bad as you guys thought it was. At least your quarterback is making throws, even though your quarterback's hurt with the sprained shoulder right now. But at least he did a good job. I mean, it is what it is, but your quarterback is more productive than ours at the end of the day. Sean Dupree said, I thank Carson for what he did in 17-19, but this game is the final straw. I honestly want to see Hurts throw just one time if the completion keep him in. And you know what? I'm not even big on Hurts either. I'm not even really big on Hurts, but I think what's going to make Hurts successful or help him become successful in the league is he's got that scramble ability, and that could really make a huge difference. And Carson has it, but does he use it all the time? No. The Eagles want him to be a pocket passer. I don't know. I don't know what's going on. In your fifth year, you know how you are as a quarterback. You don't change yourself unless when you first get drafted. You don't change yourself dramatically. But Carson, I see some good things when he's rolling out of the pocket. I see some bad things when he's staying in the pocket. Obviously, statistic-wise, he's better outside the pocket. I mean, that's definite. JD with Hawkhater TV, what's going on? I wonder if you guys put in Hurts at some point during the game Sunday against us. I'm not really sure, JD. I'm not really sure because I think they have to. I think they really have no choice because you guys are winning the game if Carson's playing the whole game. I mean, that's just look like the matchups. It's not only just matchups, but we can't even get the ball downfield. We're afraid to throw. We'll throw far. We'll throw a far pass to a tight end downfield like it's nothing. You just watch. Carson Wentz will throw deep downfield to a tight end. But when it comes to these receivers, oh no, he misses every single one. I don't know what the case is with it, but hey, respect JD for coming in here, giving your thoughts on what we should do. Do appreciate it. You guys have a good roster, getting Kittle back, getting Deebo Samuel back. It's gonna be a good game. A good game for you guys, probably. For us, I don't know. Brian Cruz, Philadelphia says, you are my favorite YouTuber, bro. Thanks, bro. Do appreciate it, man. Does help me out. You guys with the compliments does help, man. It keeps me going. Vesterlad Joke says, do you think it's too much of a change if both Howie and Doug get fired this season? No, I don't think it is either. I don't think it's a big change because it's better than what the hell anyone else coming in here is probably better than what we're getting now. Mike Rowe is looking good right now. Mike Rowe as an OC is looking better than what we've had. It's a joke. Dave Eagles Champ 34. To kill the time of possession, run the ball for 100 yards, we could beat the 49ers. I think running the ball is going to be I think us running the ball is what we're going to have to do. I think that's what we're going to have to do. Maxim Meyer said, it's going to say if Jalen Bills will be covering Kittle. I do not know, but Jim Schwartz better have a game plan to cover Kittle this week. That's all I got to say, because if he does the same crap where Nathan Gary is going to pick the tight end up this week, it's going to be a long game. Big D, Carson Wentz is going to bounce back. Don't know, bro. Weston Spencer, 49ers will win. I'm sorry, man. Hey, look. I can't, I'm not going to fight that. I mean, it could happen. It could happen. Deshaun Dupree said Nate Gary's job should be blitzing a man-to-man with the running back. Yeah. He should be looking at run. I think that Gary is very good against the run. I think he's gotten a lot better against the run, but against the pass, hell no. Matt says, if Carson screws up this game on primetime, it's time to bench his ass. I'm tired of the bullshit with him not playing good at all. And I think I agree 100% with Matt. 100%. Nathan says, delusional confidence is the problem with most Eagles fans. It's time to face the music and realize we're not good. Our coaching staff is not great anymore, not our personnel. I think it's both, bro. It's not. I think it's both. Deshaun Dupree are keeping the bench warm. Nathan says the glory days have came and went very fast. Nathan and Rizzo, thanks for the Super Bowl, but time to move on. Song said, "If there's one person you want to fire on the Philadelphia Eagles, who would it be?" If there's one person I want to fire right now, probably Howie Roseman, because at the end of the day, Doug is here to coach, and Howie Roseman is here to put together a roster. If I'm going to fire somebody, it's going to be Howie Roseman because he's putting the roster together. He's in charge of the cap. He's in charge of trades. He's in charge of the damn draft. So, yeah, Howie Roseman is going. JD with Hawk Hater TV says, Wentz has been damn good for 4 years. Three bad games in a pandemic-affected and injured-riddled season should have the Eagles giving up. Shouldn't have the Eagles giving up on Wentz. Let me tell you something. I don't care if there was a pandemic. I don't care if we barely had grass time. I don't care if we had no preseason games. Going into your 5th year as a quarterback, and, you know, there's some fan bases, maybe you haven't either, that have seen how the Eagles have been playing. But this guy has not been the same since he's been injured, and we've been kind of waiting and 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 waiting nonstop for this guy to show up. And now, do I think that Carson Wentz is in a bad position with this team offensively? Definitely. But at the same time, he cannot throw the ball. Period. He can't. He can't. If you're a real Eagles fan and don't see this with your own 2 eyes, I don't know what to tell you. The hope game is over with. I'm not hoping anymore. I want change. I want something. There's still a season to fight for this year. When I made my Carson Wentz video after the first game, people flipped out. Because you know what? It is hard to hear the truth. Period. Hard to hear the truth. The guy isn't good. The guy was good. The guy should have been an MVP in 2017, but the guy just can't get it done. The guy is dealing with something or has too much on his mind, or I have no idea what's going on. Kate Craze Philly, the Craze says, my family's a Niner fan. They are bullying me because of what we did to them in 2017. Carson was really good in 17. Yeah. And they had no roster in 17. The roster was not good. Jared M said, I can't get mad with JJ last year because he played through Planetar. But I have no idea why Doug pretty much refused to help him in week 1 and 2. He had one. What do you have? 1 reception that turned into a pick? Actually, no, it wasn't a reception. Yeah, it turned into a pick when they tried throwing to him late in the, I think it was the Washington football game, I think. But nothing for J-Jaw. Legion, the defense is okay. I'm not worried about the defense right now. Like, the defense is the last thing I'm worried about right now. Really. If this offense can't score points, what are we going to do? We can't even score. We're scoring, like, averaging at least 20 points a game. Barely. Barely that. You know what I mean? Ms. 2K says, I'm scared that we let Carson go or trade Carson this year was just a 1-year thing and he is a top 5 QB again. Well, the thing is, like, it's not after 1 year. He's played bad. This is the worst he's ever played. But after 3 games, what are you getting out of Carson Wentz right now? You know what? You could be right, but it's not helping us right now. How many more years are you going to wait until Carson's getting there? You know, like Carson's is going to get up there in age soon. Like, you're strapped with a big number with him. You know what I mean? So it's crazy. We got a super chat from Legion. Thank you, bro. He says, do you think Foles winning the Super Bowl has gotten into the head of... Oh, 100%. That's a given. That's a given. Carson Wentz was so... That screwed him up. And not even just that. You know how much pressure Carson Wentz was going through? What the adversity Carson Wentz was going through? Not being the starting quarterback anymore. A backup quarterback winning the Super Bowl. A statue in front of Lincoln Financial Field of Doug and Nick Foles. I mean... The Nick Foles shrine in the locker room. I mean, there's so much that goes into it. Oh, he was affected dramatically by this and hasn't been the same since the injury and from the Super Bowl, period. That no other Eagles fans want to realize. Nobody wants to realize, period, about it. I have no idea. But it's a good question, Legion. I appreciate it. Gotta find my spot again. Got another super chat. This super chat did not come in. I don't know why, but I appreciate it. Kuma highlights with the super chat. Tank for Mika Parsons or Jamar Chase. Go Eagles. I'm not even thinking about the draft yet, guys. I'm not even thinking about the draft yet. Not even close. Now I gotta find where. All right, guys. I'm gonna hit the reset button. I'm gonna hit the reset button on this. If you have anything to say, just put what you were saying. I'm going to start all the way at the end again because there's too much coming in right now. I can't even. We're going to start at the bottom. If you guys have anything to say, just put it in there right now. We're going to do a refresh right now. 100 viewers. Thank you, guys. 103 people in the chat. If you guys haven't subscribed to the channel, please subscribe. Eagles News, Eagles collabs, and everything else. We're going to be doing a lot more. So if you guys haven't checked out some of my videos, check them out. You will not be disappointed. If you guys haven't hit that like button, please hit that like button. It does help the content get pushed out a lot more. So check out the Shake Squad Army subscriptions down below as well. Memberships, I have those running as well. Nate says, "What's up, Joey? You doing all right?" I'm fine, Nate. I'm all good, bro. I'm good, bro. Chilling. Facts or fiction? Ben Eagles fan 78. Ride or die till the casket drops. It's all that matters, dude. Nate says, how much time do you think is going to be until the decision is actually made this team in terms of big change? I'm hoping after this game, but I have a feeling Jeffrey Lurie needs to put his hands on this team already. Cameron Holmes says, Javon Kinlaw ain't no scrub. Brian Cruz started Hollow Point. Eagles suck. This team is shattered. It's getting there. Bo Gaming says, you think Rager will be a great player? I think Rager will be a top 5 receiver of the league, period. Deshaun Dupree, facts. Maniac Matt says, Maverick, explain to me how putting Hurts in at this point will make a difference. It's a bad idea, period. I mean, it doesn't hurt. I mean, how much worse could it get? Venom says, Wentz get benched and Hurts played bad, Trevor Lawrence. I don't know. It really depends on the moves that the Eagles make and what Jeffrey Lurie does. Like, if it's time, it's time. 2020 Vision, Infants 2K, you worried about the worst QB is going to be good. Don't worry, he won't. Nate says, I think Eagles pull this game out 17-9. You have a lot of faith, bro. Alex says, if Carson wants to get out of full shadow like Steve Young starts winning games, you got to start winning games, bro, and start winning on your own and just get rid of the background noise. Toxic Lisa, I like Carson Wentz. He was drafted, but lately has been playing really terrible, and this is the last straw. Like the idea of Jalen Hurts as quarterback, Carson should start at left bench. So you got Eagles fans that are not happy with this, and I agree. Matt says Carson's wife may need to get that belt warm because she may need to give Carson a big ass whooping after this. Chandler Sam says, do you think if Wentz goes rogue and starts running all the time, he'll get his groove back? I feel like the offense is the problem. Carson starts as the problem. Doug starts as the problem. Then it goes to Carson Wentz and how he plays. That's where it's going to start, and that's how it's going to end, bro. Like Carson Wentz can't. Doug is not playing quarterback in there right now. You know, if Carson sees a wide open guy and throws the ball and it's inaccurate, it's not on Doug Peterson. Carson Wentz is throwing the ball, even if the play is bad. Even Carson Wentz has had many opportunities. You know, on the sideline, you had a wide open Miles Sanders run up the sideline for a walk-in touchdown, and he throws it, 10 yards in front of him. You know what I mean? It's not good. Bo Gaming, John Hightower a bum? Hell no. None of these receivers have had a chance because we favored these 2 tight end sets like crazy. Jared M says, I heard Kavon had a good first couple days of camp, then pretty much fell flat. Might be a while. I haven't seen much of him. I don't know at this point, man. Like, they need to start. Like, Marcus Epps is the third safety. We do the 3 safety sets. Marcus Epps is in there. He's been very up and down, but I think Marcus Epps is a nice backup safety. But do I think he's anything crazy? No. But I think, like I said, like at linebacker, they got to give guys chances. I think at safety, they need to give Kavon Wallace a chance right now. I think Kavon Wallace needs that chance. But I don't think the right guys are on the field, period. I think, like, the right guys are on the field. But, look, Jim Schwartz can only work with what he can work with right now. He's not building the roster, guys, okay? Howie Roseman builds this defense, builds this roster. Joshua, imagine if Foles wins the Super Bowl this year. We'll see, man. If it does, then it's going to even make us look even more bad. Mayor Slate says, how can Hightower a bum? I don't know, bro. Nate says, I feel like the Eagles will pull this game out 17-9. Nate says, Carson needs to stop focusing on if he fails or plays bad or not. At the end of the day, it happens because you don't have faith in yourself. If you don't have faith in yourself as a quarterback, and that's perfect, Nathan. You don't have faith in yourself as a quarterback, and you're always second-guessing yourself, you can't play football, period. And you can't be a starting quarterback getting paid that much money. You know what I mean? Cameron Holmes, who goes first, Doug, Howie, or Wentz? 100% Howie Roseman. 100%. Evans 2K, 220. Look, I don't think it's the fact that it just got worse. It's because ever since John T. Filippo left, Wentz in general has just been saying maybe he just needs another QB. The problem is, like, it's not Wentz. Like, Wentz shouldn't have a like Wentz is going to deal with a QB coach every year. But the problem is that in his 5th year, he should know what he does. Like, nobody should be changing how Carson Wentz plays unless he's been playing really bad, which he has been. But going to his 5th year, like, Wentz should not have a problem with mechanics, throwing the ball, pocket presence. He should not be this bad. This bad. Okay? Period. Nate says they need to activate Quez. Probably next week, hopefully. Deshaun Dupree, if we win, I wonder what excuse for the 49ers fans are going to be. I don't know. Bo Game said, what happened to Davion Taylor? He's sitting on the bench, man, because our third round pick is sitting on the bench. I don't care what he did in training camp, okay? His training camp was screwed up this year. No preseason, whatever. These guys just have to get playing time. You never know what you have, but because he played bad in training camp, we got to bench him the rest of the year. Third round pick. Our second, third round picks aren't even on the field right now. It's a joke. Jared M says, I also saw an article that Lurie is more likely to fire Doug than Howie. Hey, I hope. Yeah, I don't know. At least something good happens. Facts or fiction. This is how he blew it. Yeah, this is how he blew it is right. Toxic said, I'm pissed that Marquise Goodwin opted out because of COVID-19. We really need him right now. Like legitimate media, he would be a good D3. I also wish Deshaun Jackson played every game. Dude, it's not about these damn receivers. It's about our quarterback. It's about our predicted play calling. I don't know why everyone is like, let's go after or get another receiver. What the hell is a receiver going to do if Carson can't even throw the ball? What is the point? Seriously. What is the point of getting a receiver if we can't even throw to one? Toxic says, like he did last year, week 1 versus the Redskins. Yeah, well, that last year is last year, bro. Sorry to tell you, but you want the truth? Last year was last year. It's a year-to-year league. This is the issue that the Eagles are having. They're rewarding players for what they did a few years ago. They're rewarding players for past seasons that they played well. It's a joke. Eric sorry, bro, if I can't say this. Benavides says, Wentz sucks. Offenses had the same issues with him under center last year when Foles came in. Is much better. Do you know why that Nick Foles played better in this offense? Because Nick Foles does RPOs. That's it. And Nick Foles makes his own decisions while doing the RPOs. He can either keep the ball, hand the ball off, or throw the ball. Okay? He's got good eyes for that. Okay? The problem with Carson is another type of quarterback where he could do more than just RPOs. He could do a lot more things. So Doug doesn't know how to use him the right way, doesn't know to his strengths how to use Carson Wentz the right way. That's why Nick Foles has been better in this offense, because you don't have to do much with Nick Foles. Period. You don't. Nate says, it's so funny that Colin Cowherd's praised for owner, GM, coach, and QB is what makes a great organization, yet now there are 4 things that's wrong with our team, maybe aside from Lurie. Young Nine Slim said, Wentz was never better than Foles. And you know what? As of right now, he's not. I think Foles was actually better. But because of how he's playing right now, it's not looking good. Sharky's Girl says, Seattle over Dolphins, 14 points, too many points. 2020 says, why are we always trying to work out with Wentz regressing? He said O-line, wide receiver, OC coach, Howie mechanics, QB coach, 3 years of bad play, and you hang on 2017. Oops. We have a super chat from Joseph Vega. Thank you very much, bro. Carson has speed this game. Hightower, Ward, Sanders, Killins, Burnett, and the new guy Hunter is fast. So no excuses. Carson better play good. Eagles 31-27. Oof, man, you guys have more faith than I do. You guys have a lot of faith, man. I appreciate it, but hey, if they could change this around, it's only hope. But we'll see though. Hold on, I'm going back to. Here we go. RX says we got to move Wentz out of the pocket. If he gets injured, so be it. No more babysitting. 7:67 second TB says fire Howie Roseman. RX says we got to be sly like Alley Cats. Joshua says, can we trade Zach Ertz already? I'm tired of seeing these 2 tight end sets. Thank you. Thank you very much for saying that because I've been pretty damn pissed off over these 2 tight end sets. I can't stand these 2 tight end sets. Like, as soon as Dallas Goedert fractured his ankle, you know what they did? They got a tight end immediately. I'm talking like the next day. The next day. You know what I mean? Like the next day, they got a tight end. Like, immediately. And it's just like, when a tight end gets hurt, oh my God, I won't have 2 tight end sets this game. That's it. But I have a feeling we're going to see the same thing this Sunday, no matter who's on the field. Shame on them. Shame on them for not giving these other receivers any chances because you're not going to develop these other receivers because you're too mixed up in this 2 tight end set game because you don't know how to. We want speed. Howie Roseman wanted all this speed this offseason. Hey, we got it, but do we use it? No. Do we look like a football team? No. Does Carson look like what he used to be? No. Does the only bright spots of this team are Darius Slay, Miles Sanders, and some gems that we found in this offensive line that actually worked out very well. So I wouldn't say that this team needs a rebuild. Everyone thinks it's a rebuild. No, it's not really a rebuild, guys. I think we can get rid of players that really don't need to be here. You get draft. Look what the Raiders did. They got rid of Khalil Mack. They got rid of Amari Cooper. You know, a new coach came in and got rid of the guys he didn't want. And look what they did in 2 years. They did a pretty good job. And they have some good players on that team now. Because Mike Mayock is a draft guy. Mike Mayock is their GM. Is a draft guy, is a draft wizard. And look what happens when you can evaluate talent. And Gruden can evaluate talent. Mike Mayock can evaluate talent. Look what that Raiders team looks like now. It's only going to get better and better for them. And they're drafting very well. And David Carr isn't one of my favorite quarterbacks either. But look what he's doing with what he has, but he is honed in on what he has to do every week. This guy has no idea what the hell he's doing on the field. Looks confused. You could tell when Nick Foles plays, you see that poise, you see that like he's in it. This guy throws a pass, he makes a mistake, and he's just like, he looks like an idiot. He's making himself look like a freaking idiot, period. Kuma highlights with the super chat. Thank you very much, bro. I say we hire Joey as the next coach of the Eagles anyway. I think we all forget what Miles Sanders could do in the receiving game as well. Go Joey. Thanks, man. No, I think Miles Sanders, he's a dual threat running back because you could line him up as a receiver. You could do a wheel route. You could do whatever you want with Miles Sanders. And I think that's a huge plus. I'd rather not just have the guy that's just a ground for pound running back. I like those gadget running backs that could that have good jump cuts. Has that LaShawn McCoy-esque type jump cut ability with Miles Sanders, and plus he can go out for passes. He can burn linebackers, it's really good matchups every week if they use it the right way. So Chandler Sam says, "It's funny how the Colts offense is as flawless as Eagles were in 2017. We let the coach out the building." You know what? You could probably blame Sean McDaniels for that, the offensive coordinator for the Patriots, because he was supposed to be the head coach of the Colts, if you guys remember. And then what happened was he backed out of it, and then we lost Frank Reich, and that was like, damn. Infamous 2K. Well, the reason why I think we need to reteach his mechanics because he did gain 20 pounds of muscle. Like if a ball player got stronger, he would have to change his shot because of the timing. And that's what I'm hearing, that he gained a lot of weight. Young Nine Slim says, bro, I've been saying it. Wentz, not the wide receivers. 100%, bro. 100%. Matt here says mistakes were made. Troy Vision, Joey, can you can get Odell Beckham or Julio Jones. It won't help Wentz. We sail the ball 10 yards over their head. No, it doesn't matter. 70-second TB says Jason Peters and Sean Jackson also ever needs to hang up their cleats and collect their pension checks. Young Slim said, I've been saying it, not the line, it's Wentz. Deshaun Dupree, exactly. I was thinking, what if we didn't draft a QB in the second, we would be drafted someone else, but Carson was still playing like this. Brian Cruz says, can we trade for Odell Beckham? No. Emmanuel Gonger says, the thing that gets me mad about Wentz's mechanic, every QB going to have the stretch where they play bad for a couple of games or a whole season, but his mechanics shouldn't be this bad. His mechanics are horrible. It's bad. Infamous 2K, 2020 Vision, Carson has not been the same since 2017. I won't disagree, but at the same time, he has not been horrible until now. He has more passing yards than Lamar and Mahomes last year with no wideout. But last year is last year. That's what I'm saying. Like, why do all these fans, based off of stuff he did a year ago, like it doesn't matter? And you guys forget that we faced a really bad division last year. Did Carson put the team on his back the last month of the season last year? Yes. Was I proud? Yes. I thought good things were coming, but it's not good. He did it with what he had, and it's not good now. The offense looks worse. The offensive strategy is worse. The game planning is worse. The route combinations are worse. Everything's worse with this offense right now. Young Knight said it's not the coaching, it's Wentz. Charge go, GM ratings, draft cap badge with communication with media, fans, vision, replacing old players. Howie gets F plus all categories. BOH Game says, this is so stupid. We picked Rager. He was injured on the bench, and Minnesota's enjoying Jefferson playing like Stephon. He played one good game, guys. They still lost. Didn't they still lose the game? What do you have, 175 receiving yards? Nelson Aguilar had over 150 yards receiving. What do you have? What game was that? That the whole team played bad, but Nelson Aguilar played amazing. What was it, the Seahawks game? I think it was the Seahawks game from, 17, 18? I don't even know what it was. And Jefferson had one good game. That was it. One good game. Did he look good? Yeah, he did. But it's not about that. It's this quarterback. And you know what? Rager got hurt. Okay, it is what it is. It is what it is. But are you surprised? Because I'm not surprised. Talk says, I want Nick Foles back. We should have never gone Carson Wentz in the first place. Look. At the time, Nick Foles wanted to buy himself out of free agency. He wanted to buy himself back in the free agency to go play for the Jaguars. He wanted to be a starting quarterback, and the Eagles didn't want to take him back as a starting quarterback, so he left, went to the Jaguars, and that was it. That was pretty much how it went. With most in life, things get worse before they get better, and I think inside on the team and the locker room on what's going wrong will soon be talk of the NFL, just like the Alshon thing. It's going to overboil really soon, guys. Really soon. K-Bin says, Burnett, best wide receiver on roster. Watch. We'll see what happens, man. Midnight Black, 27. I have zero idea why there is no chemistry with Wentz and JJ. Is the Lions game from last year Wentz's head? If so, he got to shake it off. I don't know. Joshua, I feel like Doug lost trust in Wentz, how inaccurate he's been. What would be the point of opening the playbook if Wentz will miss regardless? That's what I'm saying. Like, if Wentz can't make the pass, there's no point of opening a playbook, period. You're right. 22 Vision says, garbage time stats. PFF grade Wentz the worst QB in the second half of last season. Chargers goes to Wentz is done. RG3 trade after season. Sean Dupree said Butler should be a wide receiver instead of a tight end. Bro, we're going to find out. Matt Week says, Doug moved on from two tight end stats. Oh, wait, that's a total fabrication. That's wrong. It's an urban legend. It didn't happen. It's made up. Rad, what's going on, bro? Jordan Mailata at running back, and you win. Eagle Speed has been on that train. He's been on that Mailata at running back train. He played rugby. I mean, you wouldn't see why not, right? Chargers or Raiders have best GM. Mike Mayock is fantastic. I miss Mike Mayock doing our preseason games. Kobe Bryant says, I'm telling you, think Miles Sanders Killen's 1-2 punch would be crazy if they tried. He could change direction like Sproles could be, but he has Olympic track speed, so he could be amazing. I think you have a gem in him, but can the Eagles use him the right way? It's a different story. Chargers, Doug is done. Coach game caught up to him. Predictable. That's right. BOH Gaming, do you think we should have picked Justin Jefferson? No, I like the Rager pick a lot. I think you guys asked these. See, when you see another receiver do well, you're like, we should have drafted him. It's like such like the cop out, like because our offense can't get anything done. Jalen Rager's in a bad situation. You see Justin Jefferson have one good game, and you guys are like, oh my god, we should have drafted him. Well, guess what? He probably wouldn't even have 10 receiving yards when he was here, so it doesn't really matter at all. Oh, Gangrene, what's up, bro? Honestly, I'm sick and tired of Doug Pearson using tight ends to his advantage. It's like he loves his tight end so much as a tight end screen. Like, who does that? And they did a screen with Zach Ertz. It makes me sick to my stomach. RX says, I say we win 27-22. Maxim Wagner says, I'm so mad about those overthrown wheel routes last game. Dude, I was so mad. I was like, God damn it. I was so pissed off, man, like to miss that. And you know what? That Greg Ward touchdown was like garbage. Like that Greg Ward touchdown was blown coverage. Like I'm surprised he actually passed that to Greg Ward. He actually got a touchdown. Surprisingly. We have Joseph Vega with the super chat. He says, Joey, we have an advantage over $4 if they protect Wentz and actually earns his check. We could win. They don't have film on Killins Burnett, the new guy. Well, that's the thing. Like they don't have any video on some of these guys, but like sooner or later you're gonna have video on all these receivers, and they got to do well. Hold on. Max, I'm so mad over their overthrown wheel routes last game. Deshaun said the Carson misses Miles one more time. I'm done. Jock, hey, Joey, how are you? Just got here. Hey, Jock, how you doing, bro? Hope you're having a good night tonight. Infamous 2K, 2 vision. Care about stat stuff. I just got in the playoffs, so you probably could beat the Seahawks in advance. Jay Koch, like I said last week, Carson's going to break him a couple runs. As far as go, Carson won't spend time after practice working with wide receivers. He wants to deer hunt. Rad says his mechanics are great. Stop troll jobbing. Alcabir the analyst says he did good the last 4 games last year. Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. Like it doesn't matter. Like it just doesn't matter. Last year is last year. If Mr. 2K, I'm basing Carson to last year because we have seen what he can do. If we let him go, it could be a bad idea. I guess we can agree to disagreement. I mean, look, like I don't mind if someone has a different look. If somebody wants Wentz to stay, hey, it is what it is. Like I want Wentz to stay deep inside because I'm emotional over it. But theoretically, the logo is where it's important, guys. Like the logo, I don't care who's on the team. If you can't play for this team, get the hell out of here. Period. Like that's it. If you can't play for this team, if you want to play, if you're not the right man for the job, get the hell out of here. Period. Eric says, I knew the Eagles would be bad this year. No surprise. Howie and Doug want to move on from Wentz. They know Wentz would have won the Super Bowl versus Patriots. You're Willis. I think I'm going to get blown out. We have no wide. I think we're going to get blown out. We have no wide receivers. I think we can use these receivers to our advantage. Like everyone thinks our receivers are so bad. They're actually not. If Carson actually played normal and actually went out of pocket and was accurate, like a normal quarterback should be getting paid that much money, be a different story. Don't practice the same every week. High tempo practice. No individual coaching. Eagles Atlanta says, I'm looking at Trevor Lawrence. He's so inconsistently accurate. It makes me even more frustrated with Wentz. Wentz just isn't a pure passing QB. He never was or will be. Brad says, just boycott the team. Nathan says, the amount of excuses I'm hearing you say from people commenting while I'm lining up my beard is about to make me rage. Shave it off and cut my face. Jack says, when are we going to roll Wentz out of the pocket? Never. Let's go, Birds HD. Can't wait to watch Jalen Hurts tomorrow. Yeah, let's see if that happens. DJ Top said, hashtag all birds says Greg Ward has the best hand. I love Greg Ward. Love him. Hope he stays here. His contract's up after this year, so I hope they keep him. Eagles of Land. Hurts completed 70% of his passes. Needs to see what he could do if Wentz don't correct his problems. If Hurts isn't the guy we have to draft. And that is true. Your Will says Matt Kleinick out next Howie. What the hell happened? What did I just do? There it is. Fool's goal. Wentz won the NFC East with the worst division by beating 2 teams who picked 2 and 4 in the draft. Dallas imploded, and with Garrett, the season Washington are better and beat us 100%. RX says 2 times sets is working for us like sandpaper works for toilet paper. That is perfect. I love that. That was funny. Sharky's Girl says Doug will send healthy wide receivers over the middle and get him hurt. Josh, if Wentz doesn't get benched, I'm sure the Colts will take him. That is a team that you could trade Carson Wentz to. Probably the top team you could trade him to. Let's go Birds HD. Let's stop denying it, bro. J-Jaw's a bust. I think he is too. Nathan says they treat Zach Ertz like he's Travis Kelce with those tight end screens. Like Zach Ertz isn't possession tight end. Do you see Ertz stiff arming and breaking tackles all the way down the field? No, I don't. Even watching that first game with Travis Kelce and when he gave him like a screen up the middle and he just like he could run around linebackers. This guy, oh God, I can't stand watching Zach Ertz anymore. Just can't watch it. Talks, I think Pop Warner QB could throw a better pass. Midnight Black says DJX trying to be a rapper, now promoting his album. I saw that. I saw his new song he came out with. Awkward the analyst. Carson Wentz jailed Rieger on deep pass the first game and almost got Rieger killed against the Rams. I like Rieger a lot, but Wentz will just be missing him. Yeah, he's missing everybody, not just him, but everybody. It's this offense is bad. The scheme is bad. How Doug wants to do things is bad. He has got to give up his play calling. Somebody else with experience. Stop promoting within your organization. Stop making your wide receiver coach, your OCs, your running back coaches to run game coordinators. Stop with it. You got to do better than that. Trevon Scurry says, I'm scared for tomorrow. Dude, I'm worried myself. Let's go Birds. Hunt Hightower is the best receiver on our team right now. Call me crazy. No, you're not crazy, dude. I think Hightower is going to be a very, very, very good receiver in the league. He's in a bad situation as well as everybody the hell else. BOH Gaming, this is not so annoying. We finally have weapons and Wentz is playing like Baker. Yeah, it's embarrassing. Wentz was fine first half football team game. Yes, we got dropped 17 points, and then that was it. Nathan, he did good last 4 games. Last year played terrible, probably the first 4 this year, so what is it really telling me? He's inconsistent like his entire career in Philly. In year 5, wake up. Yeah, he's got to wake up. Time is running out, Carson Wentz. It's running out. Got 129 people in the chat, guys. You guys haven't subscribed to the channel. Please subscribe to the channel. If you guys haven't checked out the other videos I have put up, please check those out. If you guys want to check out other live streams, other videos I've made about the Eagles, we're going to do some collabs, some other good things. If you guys haven't subscribed, do appreciate that. If you guys haven't hit the like button on this video. I really do appreciate that. It really helps the content get pushed out there a lot. So much appreciated for everybody showing up tonight for the Q&A against the 49ers on primetime Sunday night. Wentz out there looking like Clayton Thorson. Jesus, that's even low. That's really low. The truth. What to do, bro? I think we still take an L, but even game. I drip 222. I'm not saying Wentz is playing bad, but people are not understanding he's not a pocket passer, and rushing hurts and will only put pressure on him. Look, Wentz has to try to get passes in the pocket. I understand that. He can't roll out every play, but he's got to be able to do both. But he definitely has to roll out a lot more. So I agree. Nate says it makes perfect sense why Carson likes to hunt deer, because every time he steps on the field, he's a deer in headlights throwing with his eyes closed like Dak to Amari. Six Bird Gang. Greg Ward is that dude. He is. Emmanuel Gonger said, I think Wentz mechanic is the same from 2017. The only difference is now that the team is so bad that we're starting to notice his mechanic, because if you go back to 17 and watch the tape, it's the same. Well, his throws aren't the same. Maybe his mechanics are the same, but I don't know about that. Jay Koch says, get a top 5 pick, trade down for extra first, then trade Ertz and Cox for 2 more first, then boom, we have 4 first-round draft picks. And you can do a lot with those picks, guys, but get Howie out of the building before those picks land up in his lap. Jolo Max says, Doug needs to turn over the play calling because looks like Wentz be confused when Doug relay the plays to him. They should just let Wentz call his own plays. Doug is killing the offense. Yeah, he is. Nathina Elzo. Ken Holt said, I think Jordan Mailata will stand up and be counted. Let's see. I hope he does, man. He actually played, when he came in for Jason Peters, he actually played really well. But the more reps, the better you're going to get. Big V was the same way. He came in week 5 during the Redskins game when Jason Peters got hurt, tore his ACL or his Achilles, whatever it was. And Vaitai only gave up 1 sack the rest of the year. I think that 1 sack came from the Panthers game that we almost got screwed that game in 17. But after that, he was fine. And Jordan Mailata is actually hurt right now. Big V is actually hurt right now for the Lions. I don't know if you guys knew that. Dylan Harrison, ever since Frank Reich and Joe Douglas left. I know, bro. TKO Taylor says, nice background, nephew. Thanks, bro. I'm not done with my setup yet, but I appreciate it, man. Nathan says, I wonder how much Andy Reid has been laughing at us since he got fired because Chip Kelly now after 1 year wonder would have me laughing all the way to the bank with a Super Bowl win and a great QB. I hear Will says, Wentz will throw 3 interceptions. Oh, Jesus. 2020 Vision says, do you think the Eagles would keep Wentz now they have seen him implode and blow you 3 winnable game season? What's to stop it happening next season? If he's here next season, then I don't know. Then the coaching staff has to change. If Carson is still here next season, coaching staff has to change. I think regardless, it has to change. I don't know what it's going to take for Carson to stay here or stay as a starting quarterback, to be honest. DJ Thompson says, we need a QB coach that sits down Wentz about his mechanics. Press Taylor is horrible. Press Taylor is good friends with Doug Peterson, so there you go. Oh, there's my water. Oh, throat's getting dry. We need a QB coach to stay on Wentz about his mechanics. He should already know this. He should already know this, guys. That's the problem. He should already know about his mechanics. He shouldn't have mechanic issues, okay? He shouldn't have mechanics issues. That's the issue I'm having when people say that someone's got to stay on his mechanics. Like, I understand, like, they have to coach him and what he's doing with this offense, but he needs to do something different. Like, it can't work out this way. If Miss 2K says, I think Hurts is not ready because he was, we would have been put him in actually throw the ball, not read option. Boo, Greg Ward Jr. for QB. That's scary. Midnight Black 27. JJ just unlucky. There were 2 opportunities for him for touchdowns taken away because of Wentz poor play. Yeah, but you know what? He hasn't had over a reception these 4 games. And I think it goes both ways. It definitely is Carson Wentz's fault. But at the same time, it is what it is. Boys for Life, what's up, bro? If y'all don't win tomorrow, when do you see getting the first win? Maybe the New York Giants, man. I think that's the next win, and that's like a few games away because we still have, after this game at 49ers, we have the Steelers, the Ravens. I know we have the Seahawks. I know we have the Saints. I know we have the Arizona Cardinals. We have the Browns. The Giants twice, the Redskins once, and still the Cowboys twice as well. I have the Cowboys leading the division after Sunday, obviously. I think I have them pretty much leading it because I think the Cowboys will get the win against the Browns. The Browns have been playing better, but it's not enough. I think Cowboys just have way too much. I think the offense is playing better, and you have to see and by the way, guys, shout out to Boys for Life. You guys haven't subscribed to his channel. I do appreciate it. He's a Cowboys fan. Me and him do talk. Great guy, good content. Does a lot of trolling, but at the end of the day, he's a good guy and does his content really well. So if you guys haven't subscribed to Boys for Life, please subscribe to him, his YouTube channel. We're going to be doing a collab. I think the first Cowboys game, me and Boys for Life are going to be doing a collab together. I'm actually pretty excited about that. Obviously, he'll have more to say than I do because we're going to see what this team looks like by that time, which I'm afraid to see that. But, hey, shout out to Boys for Life at a great question. Shonuff says, we're not winning tomorrow. It's a shame because we had enough on this roster to be 3-0. But when you don't know how to use your players, we see Rasul. If the Eagles win the next 2, Carson plays well in both games, I won't be as mad. I won't pressure him so much to play better. But it shouldn't take a fan base on fire to play well in the NFL. Yeah. He plays well the next 2 games, then okay. But the thing is, I don't even have 50% hope that he's going to play well the next 2 games. And if they allow him to play 2 more games and lose 2 more games, to be 0-5-1 is not going to be good. Justin Ellis, dude said Whiteside, he's garbage. Noah the Beast says Greg Ward is the truth. He is. Ladarius Brooks says, you noticed the change in the offense since Frank Reich left? Oh, The change? Yeah, I do. Like by a mile. I'm glad that some people are stupid. Trust me, because I think we all know that. BOH Gaming said, it might be the arm muscle. Oh God, stop. The one thing I want to make sure it doesn't happen is I really hope that Carson's not hurt right now. That's one thing that's been I've been thinking in my head about it. I don't know if Carson is actually hurt, if he's been hiding an injury. I really hope not, because I will flip out more. I will break everything in my house if I even find that out. I'm not kidding. It's not good. Jersey Boy, running the ball, more help Carson defense. Do you know if Huntley is playing tomorrow? What about Jamon Brown? I think it will be close, but Eagles will put it out. No. We're going to have Matt Pryor at right guard, Herbig at left guard. We're going to have Mulata at left tackle. Huntley is probably not playing. I think that spot is going to be taken by that spot is going to be taken by Adrian Killens probably. I know they use Huntley, I think, on 2 reps the first game, and that was pretty much it. But Kobe Bryant says, I feel like our defense is going to TJ Rattle, Mullins, and get our turnovers, which will change the game around. He is known to be pressured into bad throws. And I think that is something that the defensive line has to take advantage of. Nick Mullins, if you can't get the ball out, you could win the game. I think he's solid. I don't think he's great. I don't think he's something fantastic. But I think that he's not afraid. So the 49ers are not afraid to... They're not afraid to use. They will use the offense the same way they use with Jimmy G. They don't care what quarterback is back there. They will play the same exact way. You have Brandon Ayuk, Deebo Samuel. You got George Kittle out there. Brandon Ayuk has actually played really well when Deebo Samuel was hurt. Filled in and actually played very well. So. Yeah. Let's see. Nathan Riddle, Doug can't call plays. He looks like he grabbed the Eagles' Madden playbook, which is just as bad as the real one. The Wentz backpedals after every throw. He's paranoid about his knees. He'll quit before he go through ACL rehab. Marcus Messiah, Wentz is not Jake the Snake Plumber. He's not going to bootleg every play. Wentz is not a pocket QB and below average one right now. It's really sad to say. Midnight Black. So anyone that has a Carson Wentz jersey, I feel very bad for every one of you that has one. Midnight Black 27. I feel like either Boston Scott or Corey Cabell will be gone soon. No, I don't think they're not going to be gone. I mean, after this year, changes will get made, but I don't think they're going to be gone. Chase Rickard says, what's going on with Jaws? Really never proved to be good nor bad because they never play him. I still believe in him and want to see what he's got, but he gets on the field 3 times a game. Sometimes he gets on the field more than that, dude, but the ball's not thrown his way, unfortunately. Chargers go, Bosa going to get 4 sacks. Bosa going to get 4 sacks by himself. We'll see. I wouldn't go crazy on that because he might line on Mulata, but we need to test Mulata. And if it goes bad, then obviously a change is going to get made at left tackle. I don't know who else they're going to put in. I'm not really sure. Jack Driscoll, I have no idea. But I think you need to let these young offensive linemen flourish. Jack Driscoll and Nate Herbig, I've been very, very happy about. I've been very happy with Nate Herbig. Sonic 2, how do you feel about Jordan Matthews' rumor? No. DJ Thompson, Bosa is not playing. I get confused between Solomon Thomas and Nick Bosa. Is Nick Bosa out for the year? He's out for the year, right? I thought I saw he was out for the year. I think he's out for the year. Cameron Holmes, we need Mike Leach as the OC. Serge goes to I think Howie and Doug argument was over playing time with JJ. Damon Batter says Hurts isn't good. I don't think he's crazy fantastic. I don't, but you know what I mean. But you gotta make some switches sooner or later. Peach Rose, what's up, man? Shona says I don't know. I know an OC or a decent head coach would bring Wentz back to form, but could Hurts amount to our version of Russell Wilson? Not 100% fully, no, because I think he has accuracy issues. I think he has deep ball issues. I just don't think he's consistent coming out of college, but I think it's something to work with. That's definite. Petros, Eagles are a disappointment. 100%, man. Nathan says, you guys need to remember Carson's not high school QB anymore. If he can't be his own biggest critic and want to be better and force yourself to be confident through bad play, that's an issue. It is. If you can't fight through your own adversity and can't get better, and it's just eating at you alive every single game, that's going to be a problem. Waterhurst Jr. says, I want a when Carson site extension. He should wait until after the season because he could not be healthy, and now is going to be going in a bad play, calling bad decision making. You know what? I think if you waited longer than how we waited, I think he would have got paid a lot more money, obviously, with a lot of these quarterbacks getting paid. Carson is not the highest paid, not even a top 5 or 6 or 7th highest paid. But regardless, you're paying him a lot of money, and it's still out of our pocket. So, Infamous says, I low-key want to see Nate Sudfeld play. I feel like he could be good, just an unpopular opinion. What do you think, Joey? I don't think Nate is ever going to be the number 2 for this team. Jalen is the number 2 for this team. Hurts is number 2. And I think, obviously, they have McCown as well on the practice squad, but he's practicing going home, and that's it with the team, and that's it. He doesn't have to show up on game day. So it's very good for him. But I don't think Nate Sudfeld, I think he's gotten better because when he was with the Redskins before us, he wasn't really good. But I think 17, he got coached up really well. I think 17, he looked really good when he got a few chances to go in preseason, did a good job there. But as a number 2 guy, to put him in, probably not. Young Money 87, well, hello there, friends. Mark Holmes here. No problems with my stream tomorrow. No internet issues will happen. Joshua, when was the last time the Eagles played good for a full game? Feels like forever. Oh, boy. For a full game? Probably the Jets last year. Probably the Jets. Maybe. And this 2K, Don McNabb did throw like 3 picks in the Super Bowl. Yeah. Waterhurst Jr. said, I was afraid about giving him an extension all season. I didn't think he deserved it. He's so injury prone. I cannot finish the games. I don't think to solve 2017 hot him. No, I think they were kind of in a panic mode. They really wanted to pay him to get it done with, so they don't have to worry about it. If Carson plays good and we still lose, then hey, I'm at peace. BOH Game says, what OC do you think that we should get this offseason? If the OC job for the Kansas City Chiefs, if they can get a guy. If they get the guy from Kansas City, because his contract is up, but I have a feeling he's going to get re-signed. I just have a feeling, or he might be a head coach. Who knows? I think you could do something with him, but I'm not really sure. Noah the Beast, Carson Wentz to the XFL. Oh, Jesus. Infamous. I mean, Wentz did get hit. Was holding his ribs last game, so won't be surprised. It doesn't matter, man. Like, he's been playing bad, period. Showing us says Wentz is not the guy for Dougie P's offense. Dayton says Jamon Brown will be a backup. He was full practice today, I believe. Oh, that's good. He's a veteran guard, but he hasn't really had good recent years. I mean, he's only been in the league for a couple of years. Waterhurst Jr. I do not see us winning if we pass the game and does it run level. iDrip says I don't think the XFL will even start. It might not. They might as well save that money they have and wait till they can put out their product. Waterhurst, I don't think of winning the game if we pass the ball. He do need to run the ball downhill a lot then in game. Nate says we could see what Graylin Arnold can do also if he plays, seeing he's been brought up because he might be another diamond in the rough player over time. He could. I mean, the Eagles ended up, signing him because he's very good instincts with the football. He always gets his hands on the football. He's just got really good decision making when he's on the field. His IQ is pretty good. So that's probably the main reason why. And plus, he could play corner and he could play safety. So, Johnny Hammond, bro, for real, the Madden playbook is nothing but single. Waterhurst says, if we lose the game, that you will need to give up and wreak dart over. iDrip says, I'm starting to think Doug is like opposite of Jalen Garrett. Good head coach, terrible offensive coordinator. Might be. MIG31, what's up, bro? How you doing, man? Jay Koch, when the last time we had a batted ball, don't these coaches teach these players that if they can't sack the QB to put their hands up? Don't know. Nathan said, remember what I told you, if he plays bad tomorrow, my picture will be changed by halftime. Oh, boy. To what? What's your picture going to be changed by? Go Birds 9 says, did someone just compare Wentz to Jake Plummer? Eagle Slayer says, I've been rocking Randall jersey after that Rams game. Water said they need to runnable and doubt pass the ball out. Tyler Hudson says, do you think Jeffrey will be back next week? Probably. I think they're aiming towards that. Sanders should have a big game if he's used right. Let's see, Matt Hatter, Bosa on IR. Okay. Tyler Hetzel, can Carson have a comeback, a turnaround? Me, honestly, I don't think so. He would really have to play his tail off and really make me surprised. Bosa's out for the year with the ACL. Nate says Solomon Thomas, Nick Bosa, and D Ford are all out. I forgot about D Ford. Oliver Epperson says Thomas is out too. Larry says I think Doug would be gone before Wentz. Might happen. Could happen. It's all about the coaching at the end of the day. Tyler Hustle, Phillies GM stepped down like Roseman should. He doesn't get his act together. Cameron Holmes says can't wait for Deontay Burnett to bench J-Jaw. Can't wait for Deontay Burnett as well. Waterhurst Jr., I think the Eagles should draft that wide receiver from the top Hawks better than JR takeaway side. Andy Mixon says Bosa tore his ACL, but still you guys O-line will not good enough for the job. Ifmis says, who remembers when Russell Wilson literally texted the Eagles early asking them to draft him, but the Eagles did not draft up and get him like Wilson wanted to be here and we let him go. Charles Howie has 4 kids not done college, yet he will beg for his job. Chase Rickard says, I miss Kevin Curtis. He's probably the most underrated player on the Eagles ever. He had a 1,000-yard season with us. 2020 Vision says Wentz had 4 interceptions games in 18 and 19. I think that streak continues. Bro, which game do you think is most likely to happen against? I think when we face some of the harder teams, like maybe the Ravens, the Ravens, could be the Saints, depending on their health, because they have a lot of guys that are banged up. Obviously, the Seahawks could be a 4-interception game. You never know. Waterhurst, who is going to be number 2 corner bet playing tomorrow night? I think Craven LeBlanc. I mean, I think Avonte Maddox is there, but I know I would see Slay. Is Maddox out for this game? I thought he was coming back, but I'm not sure. Trevor Williams is hurt. That Jaquette guy they signed the practice squad, but I don't know if he's going to be playing. I'm not really sure what they're going to do. Big Pain said, this team is trash. Y'all worried about the QBS, which wide receiver core would any top QB trade for, like Breeze, Rodgers, Mahomes, Wilson, Dak, Mayfield, Matt Ryan, and many more. Chaser Carr said, Eagles need to sign my guy Chris Fink. He's a solid slot receiver out of Notre Dame, undrafted free agent. He's a great player. I suggest you watch highlights. I will. Tyler Christian says, can't wait for Adrian Killens. I don't like Clement. 2020 Vision, Russell. Let's see. Eagle Slayer says that OC from Kansas City isn't happening. Probably not. But it's a long shot. Michael Rivera, what's up, bro? Infamous 2K, so let's sign XFL QB. Why not? Let's see. Shrav does stuff. The big issue is because of these injuries, Wentz can't get connected with these receivers. Yeah, he can't. It's down to the quarterback, guys. Eagle Slayer, and it's starting in 2022. Demon Badger said we should try to move Barnett for a pick. I don't know. He's gonna have to do better than a sack. He got a sack against the Bengals, but I mean he's got to do better than that. BOH Game says, dude, our IR list is longer than the dictionary. I think we got over 12 players 12 players hurt right now. I think. Shrive does stuff. The reason Greg Ward was successful is because practice squad players get to play with starters. Tronic says that I'm not going to lie, but signing Peters was a mistake. Also, Deshaun Jackson is old to play. Just let him retire. I agree. Shrive does stuff, so don't get surprised if Killens doesn't good. I'm excited for Adrian Killens to play, but I'm not going to be like, oh my guys have a break, because the Eagles and Doug Peterson and play calling is probably not even going to use him, honestly. Michael Rivera, can we start Alfonso Smith? You're not going to drop that, are you? Laundry Day says, when was the last time we had an actual speed rusher? Oh, boy. I don't know. A speed rusher? I don't know. Ani Hammond says we should put Sean Bradley in and get rid of Nathan Gary. 100% agreed, bro. Nathan Rose says, we'll either be Slayer or Miles. I haven't decided whatever one makes me think less. That bounce to him Wentz. Eagle Slayer, Trent Cole. RX says the Eagles need to be drinking nothing but Red Bull for now on. Let's get this offense going. We really need to. K-Bin, Doug Peterson and Chip Kelly should spar in the parking lot for the coaching gig. Walter Hurst says, who is going to be playing next? I guess Darian playing again. Darian played tomorrow. I mean, Darius Slay. I don't know. They could move Roby Coleman to outside, but he's been playing really bad, guys. Like this is what I'm talking about. Like Roby Coleman was exciting, but this is what Howie said. Howie's like, I wanted to sign Roby Coleman in 2017, but he was too expensive, and it's like, dude, it's like years later. It's like a few years later after that, and it's like, I wanted him in 17, so I want him now in 2020. It just makes no sense. It's like they're wanting players they used to want, but then they finally get a chance when they're not washed up. But I think he's still good, but he's not playing like a top 5 slot right now. Tyler said, if we do trade, who should we get and why? If we do a trade right now, I don't know. I don't think we have to really trade for anybody right now. If it's for a linebacker, maybe for a linebacker I'd trade for, but that's not going to get anything done offensively. Like we need to fix. We don't need anything on offense right now. We need to literally get this quarterback situation straightened out. We need to get these. We just need to get it straightened out right now. It's a mess. It's a total mess. Andre says Carson has regrets. I think he got paid too early. I think Wentz is a head case. He's the only quarterback that has to live up to his backup. Marcus Messiah says PFF stat Wentz leads league in missing targets considered open. Oh, my ass. My ass. You know what? I understand that. Considered open is like there's no blame on these receivers for what Carson does. Carson is way off target, and come on now. Matt says JJ Soft then use baby wipes in a trash can. And Mr. Gay says, reporter, how do you feel? Carson doesn't look like he's having fun. He plays like he clocks in at 9-5 burger joint. He plays back and goes to the sideline and sits by himself. Looks bad. And I've noticed that. He does sit by himself. No one goes near him. Michael says Maddox is out. I'm thinking they're going to put, if Trevor Williams is hurt, I'm thinking they're going to put Roby Coleman on the outside or something. I really don't know. They're not moving Jalen Mills. Sonic honestly, I miss Jeremy Maclin. He was probably one of the only good Eagles receivers before he was traded. Loved Maclin. If Mrs. Reporter, how are you Eagles fans feeling? Eagles fans hurt without. KO React says, if we win tomorrow in Dallas and Skins lose, we are number 1 in the division. That's scary. That's not going to happen, though. The Cowboys are definitely winning against the Browns tomorrow. The Cowboys are actually going to probably get. The Cowboys are looking to win this division, and they look better offensively. They look better coaching aspect-wise. Their quarterback looks better than ours. It's just the truth, guys. It's just the truth. Laundry Day. The Eagles need to sign our right guard and let LT. No, we don't. I think we're fine. JW's Telescope Tranquility. Conrad Castile. What's up, man? How you doing, bro? Dave says, knowing the Eagles, they'll go get Lincoln Riley with another college experiment with Jalen Hurts reconnecting with him. Like, God damn it. No, the beast of Carson Wentz is like Mark Sanchez. Jesus. Darius Heller, Mariottis for 4 catches. Hey, Shakes, I don't think Doug is the problem. It's Wentz. Foles did good with Doug in 18 after Frank left. Doug gets wide receiver open. Wentz just can't hit him. I think it's both. I think it's still both, man. I think it's more on Wentz because even if he's put in a bad situation, he should still get these simple throws and get them done. It's not happening, unfortunately. So I don't know what to expect from this coaching staff, but they need to get this. They need to get Carson on the same page. KO reacts. What if Wentz balls out with these practice squad players? The media will talk about how good he is. Until I see it, bro. Until I see it. Shrab does stuff, says I meant does good. Nathan says it was funny. Alfonso Smith leads the league with sacks with 4, and we sat here and clowned him. Yeah. Yep. Surprisingly, he actually played very well. He's still going to get clowned regardless, but Shrab does stuff, and I don't know if practice squad players even play with starters, but I am assuming. JW said, if we're going to win tomorrow, we're going to get smashed hard. Mike over here, today is the day, Alfonso Smith. Walter Hurst Jr. says, why doesn't Jeffrey Lurie do something about the T? Have a full control. He sees what the teams are seeing every Sunday. He needs to say something or do something. Take control of your organization. Take control of your organization, Jeffrey Lurie, because you don't want this to happen to a second time. Your whole roster gets just, the locker room gets worse, and you don't know it's going to boil over. The more games they lose, it's going to get worse. Jay Cox, whatever happened to Steve Means, he always went hard. Steven Means was great. He went to the Falcons. He ended up tearing his ACL. I think that's what happened. I think he ended up getting an extension and then he tore his ACL. So I think he's with the Falcons. 6-bird game. We should have 2 backs in the backfield. I think it would be very successful. How about you? I think so too. I think it worked when we had Jordan Howard here last year in the backfield. Miles Sanders making having like a very physical blocker. I think it does work out, but I'm not really. I don't think it really matters. I think Miles can always make the first guy miss. I think Miles could do it on his own. Obviously, there's blocking that has to go into effect with it, but I think Miles Sanders and any of these running backs could do well with this offensive line, because I just think this offensive line has some good gems right now, and I think the more they play, the better they're going to get. North the Beast says Carson Wentz playing like Ryan Leaf. Nate says they get players that aren't washed up, but are also at the same time starting to be their way out, and they keep trying to squeeze max production out of them, and they wonder why everyone stays hurt. Yeah. BOH Game says trade Dillard, JJ, and a 4th rounder for Allen Robinson. We don't need a wide receiver, dude. We don't. I don't know what everyone's saying. It's like saying, well, Carson's only playing bad because we don't have the right wide receivers on the field. Orion Ephraim says, is Ertz for Allen Robinson a good trade? I don't think that would. Of course, that's a great trade. That's a fantastic trade. Tronic says everyone needs to chill at the Hurts replacing Hurts and Peterson getting fired. None of that is going to happen. Our whole team isn't doing good. You can't say Wentz and Doug are the only problems. Besides Howie Roseman, yeah, I think they are, to be honest with you. I think if the defense is only built because of Howie Roseman, and obviously, Jim Schwartz can only work with so much and can only have so many guys on the field at once, and that's it. But Carson's not playing well. I mean, you put any other quarterback in this system, I guarantee you that he'll hit wide open targets. Carson is the worst quarterback in the NFL right now, and Doug is not helping it from what the play calling and everything like that. Obviously, Doug is to blame for defenses are making plays on us because the play calling sucks, because the predicted plays. But when it comes to Carson Wentz, and he's had plenty of opportunity to see wide open wide receivers on the field, he's not getting it done. Josh says if Herbig does good this season, trade Brandon Brooks before he gets hurt again. I don't know what. That's going to be a big question. I don't know what they're going to do with Brandon Brooks. I'm not really sure. They could trade Brandon Brooks as well. They could trade a lot of players and get a lot of compensation. They really could. They could trade Brandon Brooks. They could trade Fletcher Cox. They could trade Zach Ertz. There's a lot of guys they could trade. Tyler says, what do you think about Jalen Reagor in future? I think he's going to be a top 5 quarterback in the league. If the Eagles get their shit together, yes. Ifman says, if Cowboys had our first 3 games, they should be 3-0. Let's be honest. Yeah, probably. Crystal Gate says, realistically, the Eagles will be 0-5-1 after the next 3 games. It's sad, but it might happen. Who is replacing Peters? Replacing Peters is Mailata. Jordan Mailata will be replacing Peters. Marcus Messiah, the remedy for health roster Eagles, Chip Kelly smoothies. Tyler Hudson says, if Wentz keeps playing like this, I'd rather have Sam Bradford, and I don't like him. Oh, God. I don't know. Never. Showing off 215. We didn't need Roby Coleman. We have Maddox and Strap for the nickel. Should have gave up a 4th for Bouye. Yeah, is Bouye healthy for the Denver Broncos right now? Chase Rigger said Wentz needs his own Edelman. I think Chris Fink, the guy I mentioned earlier, could be that guy. I don't know though. What you think? I don't know who. I have no idea. I would have to check him out. I have no clue. But hey, I mean, you're the expert. A lot of guys watch college football know what they're talking about. John Fisher says, "Star all the rookies, get a franchise left tackle in this draft." Lamont says, "Infamous 2K Cowboys would have been 2-1 because they played the Rams. They would have lost that game." Nathan says, don't make me laugh like that. The beard almost suffered. Laugh out loud. He was going to get clowned regardless. BOH Gaming, thoughts on Sean Bradley? I think he's got leadership qualities. I think he's probably the best coverage linebacker we have. The Eagles are just not giving him a chance, and Doug and I don't know that they're not putting the right guys on the field. I think there are better guys that aren't playing right now. They're not giving them a chance. Ira Willis said we're the next Jets if we continue with these issues, or the Browns, to be honest. Lamont, the Eagles are not going to win a lot of games this year. I'm sorry, Eagles fans, but the season is going to be miserable. Joshua says, might as well sign Sidney Jones back. No thanks. Laundry Day, I think at left tackle, right guard need to be considered because those are the two O-line positions that are constantly injured. What is wrong with the team's conditioning? They look like Embiid. I don't know. They need to hire a brand new staff and do something right because whatever they're doing to heal their bodies are not working. Nathan says, another player who wanted to stay that we told to F off, Jordan Howard. Yeah, Jordan Howard wanted to come back. He was surprised the Eagles didn't re-sign him. Howie's just renting guys, and you know what? It's like he wants to rent guys for the year, and he can't trade for anybody. He's afraid to trade. Howie doesn't have the magic anymore. He doesn't know how to build a roster. At least there's no. And when Howie Roseman is by himself evaluating talent, it's worse than when Joe Douglas was here. At least Joe Douglas built our defense. At least, you know, we signed a bunch of free agents in 2017, but the good thing about signing those free agents in 2017 was they were all productive. Every free agent we had in 2017 was productive. Is Quez Watkins playing? No. Eagles fan for life. What receivers are starting? Travis, it's going to be what? Ward? Oh, God. Ward, Hightower, and I don't know if Ward Hightower and Travis Fulgham, I think. I'm not sure. I think that's the starting. Drew, I heard Sydney was getting cooked when they was playing the Dolphins. Lamont says we're just going to play, but it's going to be a heartbreaker. Defense shows up, offense don't. And that's probably what's going to happen Sunday. RX says if painful to be Eagles fan, but I will never stop being one. They're always the birds. Definitely, bro. Definitely, bro. BOH Games Brand Graham. T-5 the league with sacks. Keon Jordan, D-Jax and JP are done this season. I think they are too, bro. Eagles fan for life. Do you think Jalen Hurts will play in this game? If Carson Wentz plays really bad and he throws a couple picks and he looks like he's just cooked, he definitely will get. I think Jalen Hurts will get playing time just because they will put him into this offense. But as a full starter for the game, to jump in and just start the rest of the game could happen. You never know. Darius said, why does Howie try to draft a guy go under the radar to prove he's some drafting wizard? They turn out to be good. He goes like the total opposite what everyone wants to do, and it's like he just thinks he's the smartest guy in the room. Unfortunately, Sharkers girl, if Howie picked high school gym class teams, they would lose. Then he says Goodwin is on a 2-year deal. Also, he will probably play out the final year of his contract. I wouldn't mind keeping him next year, but he's not going to cost much. Obviously, he's very cheap. You could keep him. Lamont said, I want more rings, and we're not building for that. Why can't we have a dynasty? Feb 196940. I say they can win with Sunday because of desperation. Probably. Eagles fan for life. Why doesn't Will Parks play? Because he's still injured right now. RX says, I sound crazy, but I think Eagles are going to win like a Wildcat backed into a corner. We'll see. Christian Salinas says, we need Jamon Brown to be happy. Well, he's a backup, and I don't know if he's looking to be a good starting guard. Infamous 2K, you're crazy. Brandon Brooks is the best guard in football. We're not trading him. It could happen. It could happen. If we end up getting a new coach or something does happen, yeah, it could happen. I mean, because Brandon Brooks is getting paid a lot of money. He's getting hurt every single year. I would love to keep him. I'm not saying I'm okay with I'm not okay with trading certain players. Like, I want to keep a lot of guys, but at the same time, like, this team has got to change. We got to get rid of cap space, and we need some draft picks. And we need to get Howie Roseman out of here. We need a talent evaluator to come in here and get us the picks that we deserve and need to draft better. Lamont Jeffrey Lurie, if you can't get another ring, can you please sell the Eagles? Be like Brandon Brooks or to Falcons for Deion Jones. I'm not sure about that. Lamont, to a rich Eagles fan, please. iDrip says, we never had a QB take a pay cut like Brady. That's why. Rock the artist, we got to find a way to win. That's all that matters. Just get a W. Dave McKnight, yo, Shakes. Apparently Cam Newton has COVID-19. Here we go. Season is going to be over before it really even started. Does he? Oh, he has COVID now? Nathan says Scott Miller in Tampa would be good pickup. BOH Bouye has a dislocated shoulder. Shrab does stuff. If we go 0-5-1, Wentz and Doug will just be like, I got to get better. I got to look at the tape. Yeah, I know. I'm sick of hearing that too. Eagles fan for life. If the Eagles happen to get pick 1 through 5, who would they take? I don't know. Depends what the roster looks like by the draft. I can't say that right now. Nate says, I had a subconscious feeling that we were going to miscue our personnel just by the way the offseason was going. Yep. Eagle Slayer, money talks, bro. Yes, it does. Tyra Hetzel bring in a Chip Kelly as PC. OC. Sharky's Girl, what drugs contribution to this team? Bad play calling and polarity. Master P. Yo, Joe, what's going on? Eagles Nation, where y'all at? What's up, Master? How you doing, bro? Sharky's Girl, how we got nothing in return for Foles? Nothing. Nope. Your Willis, who the hell is Hakeem Butler? A tight end that we end up getting off a practice squad of I forgot what team he came from. I just did a video on him like a few days ago. But he's going to be the second tight end for this game. He was a wide receiver turned tight end in the NFL, so we'll see how he does. He's excited to play. Tyra Hetzel says, if I was Rosen, I would tell Jax to retire, bring back Torrey Smith if you want. Well, we tried doing that. We tried bringing back Torrey Smith last year, if you guys don't remember, and he wants to stay retired. They reached out to Torrey Smith. Shonoff says, change the key positions on the staff, and we'll have success again. Leno says, Davion Taylor over Gary, Wallace over Epps. At this point, give these guys a chance. I'm tired of Gary getting burnt and Epps blowing coverage. You know what? You're 100% right on that. I want Epps to kind of back down, give Wallace a chance, and Nathan Gary Gary's going to get cooked this game. If we get no pressure on Nick Mullins, we're gonna get cooked. Tyler, I don't mind if we keep Harry Roseberg contract negotiation, but bring someone in for drafting and player personnel evaluation. Thank you, Tyler. That is perfect. Perfectly said. Rocket Runner 1600 says we could have both DK Metcalf, Judge Jefferson on this roster. Let's let that sink in. I know. Kate Koch, Doug and Howie were so happy on drafting night. Drafting Hurts makes me think they already had a discussion with Frank Reich on trading him because it looks like Doug setting Wentz up for failure. Kenzo Rome says, this game reminds me of last year's Packers game. We can win in the championship experience alone. BOH Gaming says, will Eagles resign Slay after 3 years? I don't know. Laundry Day says, in all honesty, I agree that we will get older players too late. Jackson 33, Peters 38 examples. I think we need to run heavy play action, short 5-yard pass to make the downs easier. But we got to throw downfield too, man. We can't be cautious. But he can't stupidly throw it downfield. Like, he just hawks it in the air unaccurately, and yeah. Todd Christian says, we need to put our linebackers we drafted out in their games. Yes. Eagles fan for life. What linebackers good Eagles pick up in the offseason? I would like to pick up that linebacker from the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, but I don't know if that's going to happen, though. BOH game Butler came off the Panthers practice squad. Thank you, man. I also think we might need a blocking fullback. Josh Lee says, how the recovery progress of Jalen is Greg, the last wide receiver standing. Right now he is, unfortunately. Nathan says, remember when the report came out when we were going to buy Calvin Johnson's contract? Dude wouldn't have showed up one day. Yer Willis says, tank for Micah Parsons, linebacker for Penn State. Eagles fan for life. Opinion on Fletcher Cox and Brandon Graham. Cox, you know what? Cox is not playing good. Cox is not playing like the $100 million man. $22 million a year. One tackle in the first game. A sack at the end of the Bengals game. He's not putting in what he should be putting in. I'm done like paying this guy the money he's getting. Javon Hargrave is still not 100%. Derek Barnett is getting there, but still not 100%. Brandon Graham has been playing probably the best, and Brandon Graham and Josh Sweat have been playing very well. I think Josh Sweat's been playing very well, getting a lot of disruption in the backfield. I think Brandon Graham is probably one of the best right now, getting in the backfield, getting the sack, and doing some good things. So I like Brandon Graham and Josh Sweat as my favorites right now. Shrab does stuff. If we our defense sells, then we need to start Wallace. Probably Taylor Hurts. Let's bench Jerry, then Wentz. Yeah. BOH said we need to hand off the ball to Sanders more. I think we do too. More than 19 carries. Tyler, so we need to let Wentz do some rollouts and bootlegs. I think we do too. John says Eagles are trash. They are trash. TJ Decker, what's up, man? How you doing, bro? John Marr says Hawks going to win the Super Bowl. No, they are not. They are not. Showing off 215. Tank for a linebacker. Nathan Rose says the way things are going, the Packers and KC are the Super Bowl game to be right now. Eagles fan for life. If Derek Barnett still develop, he just needs to stay healthy. that's the story of the Eagles. Nathan Rizzo, the Ravens hype is a bit overrated. I think so too. Big D, it would. What's up, Big D? How you doing, bro? I would not be surprised if this team all of a sudden starts playing hard and coaching well now that the injuries reach crisis levels again like last year. Could happen, but we're going to see if this team could really pull it off with injuries that like they did last year. They've always done it, but this year it seems like a bit different story, but still early to tell, but we'll find out by tomorrow night. BWH Game said, I don't know why the heck people are like trade Alshon. He has some of the best hands on this team. John Marston, we're going to kill the fraudulent Packers. Showing us that Fletcher Cox plays better at defensive end. Big D, Graham is going after this year. Cox may be considered to be moved. It could happen. Your Will says Gary is the worst linebacker in NFL history. Close to it. Tyler says use Carson like the Rams. Use Gerard. BWH Game says Darius Slay needs to play at wide receiver and cornerback. John Martin Hawks beat the Cowboys. Hell yeah. Oh God, stop. Lucky they got a lucky win on the Cowboys. Wait, a lucky win? No, they didn't. What are you talking about? They didn't win against the Cowboys. It's a troll. It's a damn troll. What else is new? Tyler, if you could cut one person right now, who and why? Howie Roseman, because of just the way he's building this team. I think he needs to go before anything can get better, honestly. He's like the line of defense that holds our draft picks and holds our cap and is in control of what direction our team is going in. Big D, no, injuries are finally going to catch up this year. It's going to catch up to us this time. Let's think Killins will get his first touchdown tomorrow. Probably not, because we're going to think he's going to, and it's not going to happen. He might not even play. My little brother is a Ravens fan, too. Imagine what it's like hearing him just laugh at me for being an Eagles fan. He's lucky I can't call him a bandwagon. Shrab does stuff. The Hawks will make playoffs. They can confuse on why they lost the first game. There's 109 people in the chat, guys. You guys haven't subscribed to the channel, please subscribe. We're going to be doing collabs and more things. We're going to have a live stream at the after the game tomorrow night, so it's going to be a late stream. Obviously, the game probably won't end until like 11 o'clock, so be there for that. If you guys haven't subscribed, please hit that subscribe button. Do appreciate it. If you guys haven't hit that like button before you go today, please hit that like button and help push the content out a lot more, so I do appreciate it a lot. I'm only going to be on for another, I say 5 minutes. We're hitting the 2-hour mark, so... Jane on Google, it says Nathan Gary attempts to be a linebacker. Brad Rice, the Eagles need to treat the season like a long training camp and play all like rookies. Big D, Howie can't draft and is responsible for cap situation being as bad as it is. And Howie's the first one that has to go. John Martin says, who did we beat in the wild card? Eagles fan for life, what do you think should happen with the Texans? Bill O'Brien should probably get fired because they don't even have a GM right now, and he should just be fired, period. Shad Monhuda says we might as well just sign Sean Consline, trade JJ. BOH Williams, I want Hightower to succeed so bad. Same for Rieger. They will, bro. I'd relax over Hightower. Hightower is going to be on this team. I drip 221 with a bandwagon Seahawks fan. Laundry Day, I think we need to use both Hurts and Wentz subpar more often. We'll throw defenses off. You could bring back plays like Philly RPO. Use Hurts like the Saints. Use their backup sometimes. Yeah, but Doug's not being creative. He's done almost the same thing. You know, you line up Hurts on the right side when Carson's quarterback and fake throw it to him, or have, you know, Hurts be, you know, line up Wentz down below at the bottom of the field and put Hurts in and kind of do some RPOs with him. So we don't know what's going to happen. BOH Gaming, trade JJ. Big D, if Howie gets fired, I feel bad for his successor having to clean this mess. It's not a big mess as it looks. Like, it's really not. I mean, I understand it may look like that because of the cap situation, but I think if someone came in and got rid of some cap space, you could trade some players, you got some draft picks, the Eagles could actually have a pretty good draft and could have a new beginning. It's really not a rebuild. To me, it's not a rebuild. I think they have some good players. I think they have some young gems in place. We just need to see how the season goes and just see how some of these guys end up doing. All right, with Carson, 234 passing yards, 1 touchdown, 3 interceptions tomorrow. Jesus. Frederick Cooper says, "What up, Joey? Diet time. Your fly, let's fly. We have work to do. Yeah, we definitely do, bro. We definitely." John Marcel was a Hawks fan. They were in the AFC. Nate says, "I will have a lot to say depending on how the game goes." Yeah, me too, bro. Me too. Tyler Hetzel, JJ is the worst draft pick in a long time. Shred does stuff. We barely got into the playoffs. Seahawks shouldn't be proud of being a 9-7 practice squad, 17-9. Big D, but Press Taylor will likely be token sacrifice. Schwartz too, maybe. I could see Press Taylor being gone. I could definitely see maybe Schwartz getting moved. I'm not really too mad at Schwartz because he's only dealing with the players he's dealing with. He had he's definitely, at least with Jib Schwartz, he says he has a bad. He played It's the play calling has been bad, and the way he's been running this defense has been bad, but not like 100% bad. But it's he's had 2 bad games. We're making stops on defense. Like, we can't be perfect. We can't have this defense on the field the whole entire game. Offense got to produce. Big D, Bill Bryan should have been fired back in January. He should have been fired last year. Leno said Doug is focused on the tight ends, gets Jalen involved when he comes back, and play him as a first-round pick and get Hightower involved as well. And they're playing Hightower like they've been getting Hightower. They've been getting Rager in the game on some passes here and there. They need to do a lot more, but Carson's got to get it done. And Doug Peterson has got to just play call better and use these wide receivers a lot better and get them downfield and get some big drives going, because they're just throwing these Carson backs up 10 yards and throws the ball a 2-yard gain. Like it just annoys me. It just annoys me pretty bad. So I don't know. John says Shroud does so. Who beat y'all 24-10 Wentz in the 2017? Tyler Hetzel, why not throw the ball to Hurts, see what happens? Trev does stuff. The Seahawks didn't win the Super Bowl that year. Jay Cost, thanks for the live stream, man. See you next time. All right, Jay, thank you for coming in, bro. For the live stream, guys, be there for the live stream tomorrow. Yes, but we'll still be punked, y'all. Let's see here. Tyler Christian, we should trade Ertz. We already have Dallas and Ertz getting old. Yes, I agree. It's not a rebuild at all. I'm telling you, Big D, it's really not. Like, if they literally trade a few guys, get some compensation, get rid of some contracts, and literally get a new GM or someone to work with Howie, and if Howie doesn't want to do that, he could go get some guy that can evaluate talent and do the draft and do trades, and we could actually get something going here. But it's not going to take 2 years. It might just take a year if the right person does come in. So don't be surprised. And then regardless if they play or not, because of the cap, they need to make trades. They have no choice this offseason. John Marston, we will be on 14, 16, 17, and twice at 19. 7-11, our whole team is made of glass. BOH Gaming, Howie fired to OC Eagles Super Bowl. Shrav does up, but yeah, I never even mentioned the Eagles being better than the Hawks. Big D says Seattle, the one team the Eagles have never been able to beat when it really mattered. That's right. Tucker said, tired of losing to the Seahawks. I drip 222. Yeah, sure. We totally believe you. Tyler said, I could see. Do you do Deuce as like head coach or OC? No, I don't. I want somebody else. I want a new guy. I want someone outside the organization with a good reputation. I don't want any promotion from within the organization. That's the problem. We're being too friendly. Doug can't hire evaluators. Doug can't hire assistants. Doug can't hire coaches, period. He can't. Doesn't blitz enough. That is true. Doesn't blitz. Picket fence defense. Can't believe it. 3rd and 15 for that game, too. So, all right. 2 hours in SPS. So Zach Ertz now has 49 receptions to go. It's ridiculous, man. Zach Ertz. The only reason why Zach Ertz broke that reception record that year is because Wentz didn't throw to anybody else. And it was just really sad. So, other than that, guys, that's it. I'm going to end it on a good note. and say that I'm excited for football tomorrow, tomorrow night. So it should be exciting. If you guys haven't subscribed to the channel, please subscribe. We're going to be doing a live stream tomorrow night. Should be pretty big. Should have a lot of people in here tomorrow, so it should be, hopefully it's a good day, good night tomorrow. That's what I'm hoping. So there'll be no video afterwards. It'll just be a live stream right after the game. Yeah, so that's what we'll pretty much do. Now, if you guys haven't hit that like button before you leave, hit that like button. I do appreciate it. It really does help the content get pushed out there. So if you haven't hit that like button, it's well appreciated. Check out my other videos. Check out in the description below. I have the Shake Squad Army memberships. You guys haven't checked those out as well. People been been liking the content from those as well. So other than that, guys, that's pretty much it. Good luck to us. Fly Eagles fly. Carson's got to do better, and this team is just Doug has got to work some other things in this offense because it's just not working right now. Get these receivers involved, see what we have, and we'll just see what happens, guys. So, guys, haven't hit anything, please join me tomorrow night. I don't know what time. It's just going to happen, obviously, after the game, so just look out for it. It's going to be a late stream, obviously, because it's a primetime game. It ends at like 11-ish, so it'll be a late stream. So, guys, check in tomorrow, and I'll see you guys later. Shake Squad up. Fly, fly. Peace out, guys. Peace.